And we are revisiting events in Yokohama 2 years ago. The first time since that World Cup final, England and South Africa. Time to run our finger down the team sheets one last time. A lot of attention this week on England's number 1 and 2. Ellis Genge still isolating. Marler back, but on the bench. Jamie George injured. So Bevan Rodd and Jamie Blamire both start. Huge days for them. George missing and Owen Farrell missing, so England's 9, 10, 12 and 13. Ben Youngs, Marcus Smith, Manu Tuilagi back stationed officially in midfield, and Henry Slade at 14, and on the right wing, Joe Marchant for just his second Test start. A week on from the win-up at Murrayfield, South Africa have made 3 changes to the 15. Head coach Jack Nienaber has added a bit more ballast to the pack with Lut de Jager in from the off ahead of Franco Mostert, and maybe a bit more control amongst the backs as well. Cobus Reinach and Handré Pollard at 9 and 10, and there's quite an experience gap between these two teams. The Springboks 23, mustering almost twice as many caps as England. Big moment for Jamie Blamire and England. South Africa have managed to bring that down just short, 3 metres short. Ben Youngs sorting out the big bodies with some help from Sinclair as well, who's already been on the pitch longer than he was in the World Cup final. Youngs, Rodd beyond him. It's Tuilagi, however. He's held on to by Damian de Allende, one of the best defensive midfielders in the world, if not the best. England trying to crack them here. Johnny May. Youngs, England with some momentum. Hill. Youngs goes the other way to Itoje. These are some fairly hefty boots against the South African door at the moment. Hill again. Looks ready, but Youngs goes the other way. Oh, lots of white shirts, and one of them belongs to Tuilagi. All England so far, and England with the first try.
Great variety, great communication from Marcus Smith running the show. It's a run-in for Tuilagi, superb start for England, but I just wonder if Tuilagi's okay.
Well, he'd never previously scored against South Africa. He's still never beaten them. He's robbed out one of those facts. Reinach, de Allende, and then Pollard, and clipped over the top by Leroux. Oh, the bouncing ball is causing all sorts of trouble. And again, it's Johnny May who's been undone by it.
Walk away.
Now South Africa, and certainly Willie Leroux keen to get on with things here, but Andy Brace, I think, wants to have a word.
Relax. The whistle's gone for a holding penalty. We don't get involved off the ball then after that. You're the captain, set an example, please.
Handré Pollard, who kicked 22 points in the final in Yokohama, kicks his first 3 at Twickenham this afternoon. South Africa biting back. England 7, South Africa 3. Another scrum.
Just want a complete scrum now, Nick. That's all I want. A scrum where the ball goes in, gets to the back, everyone has a good old push.
Stay there.
Oh, South Africa did that, and England semi-splintering, did well to get it away. Stewart, and now Malins herring for the line. Jesse Creel in front of him, forces him infield, but Malins gives it back to May. Little hop and a skip, very nearly through. England again establishing a position of some promise. South Africa doing well to slow it down. Time to get their defence in line. What can England do with this? Stewart driving! Oh, Freddie Stewart!
Whip wide, what a pass from Slade, it's a beauty. Malins had to come back inside. Actually, the tackle from Siya Kolisi on Johnny May looked like a try-saver. Fantastic tackle to have got there from a set scrum. When it comes to Freddie Stewart, what's the point? Him in a 6'5" unit if you don't make your weight count.
Really well worked, because they identified that South Africa's defence was really narrow to begin with. So that cut-out pass, Smith to Stewart, takes out their whole back line, and then once England are in behind, It's just about pressure, momentum. Stewart picks a brilliant line, uses his strength, uses his size.
Yeah, it's interesting. Here they are in an area they enjoy at the moment, carrying it forward muscularly, no more so than De Allende and Pollard, and there are green shirts shuttling away, and one of them belongs to Jesse Creel on that far right-hand side. But England are scuttling effectively as well defensively. However, the advantage was being played. Well, nobody scored more test match points than Handré Pollard so far this year, and he adds another 3. He's up to 135. Springboks half a dozen. Loose ball. And it looks as if England will end this first half in the ascendancy. Where does this bouncing ball end up? In the arms of Creel. Yes. England spared Cheslin Colby today. He's injured. And so draws to its conclusion a busy first 40 minutes. Stewart as a kicker to De Allende, having the time of his life at the moment, in the form of his life, and he's just buffeted his way through the attempted tackle of Stewart. And England concede another penalty on the floor. Frustration for Underhill. Pollard's missed his last 2. He puts that right. Reinach, Marks, held on to by Marler. Reinach again, and Etzebeth. Well, this is slap bang in front of the posts, and it's an opportunity for South Africa, should they take it, to have the lead for the first time in the test.
Okay, I don't need you.
Little over 15 minutes to go, and for the first time in this test match, the world champions are ahead.
7 and 5.
Here we go. Marchant on his way, Smith to the right, he went the other way, and Quirk, the moment of his life. South Africa were not ahead for long.
Wonderful play here. It's Henry Slade. Sees the gap in between De Allende and Am. Am goes a bit too far. Marchant, lovely line straight through the hole. And then it's just about to support after that. Look at his eyes, he's looking. Can see everything in his field of vision. Marchant picks a brilliant line. Goes left to Quirk. Gives him the run in. Steyn isn't getting anywhere near him. Brilliant try. What a way to turn the momentum around.
Marks for the box, despite the best efforts of Itoje. Into the arms of Vermeulen. And again, a green swirling storm. Joe Marler tries to put a stick in it.
No, never changed.
And that's a decent position as well that Alex Dombrandt's found himself in, but still movement towards England's try line. Kolisi throws his shoulder to it. Yankees wonders if he needs to involve himself. The little scrum half. And then driven on by Jasper Wiese.
Okay, advantage. 10 offside.
More penalties. Yankees.
Still advantage.
With Marks and co. lining up to the left-hand side. Yankees, and then clipped over the top by and as he did in the World Cup final in Yokohama, a try for Makazole Mapimpi.
They're absolutely aligned in what they're doing, which is driving England backwards, and in the end it sucks them in. All that room, Tops.
Mapimpi needs no room at all. They knew the space was there, especially off the advantage. Stewart tries his best, but Mapimpi, arch finisher, 20 tries, 25 games. It's not a bad strike rate.
90 seconds away themselves from ending as the world #1. But England might have other ideas. Herschel, Yankees over the top. Penalty! England with the penalty, conceded by Yankees. And Smith. Oh, the noise around Twickenham. And another one, and this one's easier. And England will have a kick in front of the posts to beat the world champions. Young shoulders, broad shoulders. And England's future, Marcus Smith, puts Eddie Jones' side ahead. Seconds to go. 27-26.
Back 10.
Hearts like lions. This New England have just beaten the world champions. Boxed down.
They retained their intensity, they were relentless, they never gave up. I think this really is a significant victory for England.